Don't foul him. Box, box. Get it, Hanna. Good job. That's a rebound. Look. Oh, right here, Hanna. You gotta be ready. Please get in. Make them pay, Hanna. Push! Look at it. You gotta push it. Come around. Stop doing half court. Oh, right there. Go by him. Yeah, get screen. Right there, Hanna. Come on. Nice screen. Quickly. I don't know, that was weird. She's fouling her. Foul. There you go.
Oh, she's fouling.
Let's go. Shoot. Come on. Let's go. Who's that foul on? Who's that on? Come on, Hanna. Oh, point play.
Protect the player. Call the elbow. 50.
Watch him. Box. Go. Pull up. She's gonna pull up. You watch. Slow it down. Take it easy. Yeah! Let's go! Don't fail. No. Go, Hanna. Go. Don't forget to drive him. They're grabbing. Thank you. That was a momentum switcher. Stand high. Do hand. There you go. Drive him, Hanna. Oh my God. No, get a screen. Why do you pick your dribble up? Why? Yeah! Oh my God! Oh, that could have been disaster. What on?
Washington blue ball.
Again. That's good.
Yeah!
Go get the ball. Right now, get it. There. All right. Yeah. Yep.
In the post, and she's really active defensively, getting in passing lanes and keeping balls alive on the glass.
For Shenandoah, same thing. It starts with some all ODAC players, but a lot of quality talent beyond. The first team all-conference picks to Reese Green and Maddie Kimball, the third team selection, Shawneese Campbell, as evidenced by the fact that Emily Williams was the leading scorer last night. Gabby Kristofiak has also hit some big baskets for the Hornets this weekend.
I think Kristofiak is the key to this. I think that matchup, which probably going to be is her and Zimmerman out there on the floor against one another. I think that's the matchup. Which one of those two can gain it? Saw her miss a couple and then finally start connecting later in that game yesterday.
Malik off the dribble. That's a long two, but sinks the early jumper. She hasn't had any big scoring games so far in this tournament. Might be due for one.
Well, and that's what you want to see. That was great recognition. She didn't force the three-pointer. She let the defender fly by, and then she reset herself. And granted, it was a long two, but it still went through the basket nice and clean.
Malik among the ODAC leaders in scoring at 13.6 per game, but she was held to 9 by Randolph and had just 6 points last night. Granted, the Generals won both of those games handily. They did not need her to blow up for 15 or 20 or more. Campbell's feet, not much she can do.
Yeah, she was ready to travel with it. She was just trying to hope something lucky could happen, and it did not.
And then Malik connects on the long three.
And a little taste of their own medicine there. A turnover leading to points for the Generals. They hadn't had any or hadn't had many to that point, so that's an opportunity now for them to make defense turn into offense.
And you want Campbell in the game without number 50 on the other side out there.
Well, but you also want her out there to guard her on the offensive end if they do put her back in. But when you've got Hanna Malik who can step up and score the way she did, that's a huge advantage because she's now going to have to be that primary scoring option. You would think she would have to be that primary scoring option for the Generals players. And some post players that don't have the size and strength that Sleisner has. So Campbell able to get her hands on the ball, but still down 4 of the Hornets.
Malik heating up right now. You look at that shot, and you wonder, how does it go in? But she hits some crazy threes. She's been doing that for 4 years. Second all-time in made triples at Washington and Lee. That is a deep three for Green, and it rims out.
Well, not really the shot that you want right there. They need to get to this media timeout and kind of reset because Malik has taken all the air out right now and what looked like to be
But a called timeout before the 5-minute mark becomes the media timeout for any particular quarter. More great defense by the Hornets. The Generals able to save it back at midcourt. Scramble situation. Malik counted, fouled on a three, has a chance for a 4-point play.
Yeah, and right now she's just on fire. The basket looks twice as big as it is right now for her. Everything she throws up there, she thinks it's going to go in, and what looked like to be another turnover and an opportunity for the Hornets is going to turn into a potential 4-point play for the Generals.
250th three-pointer of her career. Only Meg Ingram, who played on that 2010 championship game, has knocked down more from beyond the arc. And Malik now with a 13-point second quarter, and the Generals have an 11-point lead. Chance to add to that 11-point advantage now. And they've got the floor spacers on the floor. Preckle and Malik and McGinnis. Another one for Hanna Malik. Is that 5 in a row that she said?
It's the exact same spot on the floor. She hit one over in the left corner. Everything else has been straight on. You've got to take her off of her mark right now, and they're not doing a very good job. You know she's getting the basketball, but they're worried so much about the interior. They're just losing her. She's getting clean looks.
Kimball looking to answer, way too strong this time.
Yeah, this thing's about ready to get out of control here. If she can hit one more.
Sleisner attacking, spinning, knocking down the mid-range.
Yeah, you're going to have to take a timeout here soon because right now all the momentum is on the side of the Generals.
Smith is open, but she misses everything on the three.
Yeah, right now they're taking shots. They've gone straight through. Now you want to see, can they continue to do it? Because you've got to.
I believe they've got to foul off the ball as they were trying to keep Malik from getting open again.
Yeah, I think that was going to be.
Into double figures with 10. So 4 straight green free throws pull Shenandoah to within 12. Malik, step back, unreal. That's a 2, but it's another bomb hit by Hanna Malik.
Yeah, but who cares right now? And that was great defense. I mean, that's just an incredible shot by somebody who's just white hot right now from the floor is Malik.
Already has 20 points. 18 of those in this period, knocked out of bounds by Washington and Lee. Washington and Lee building up a 16-point lead, mainly behind the sharpshooting of Hanna Malik, and the Generals will go into the locker room up by a dozen.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great job by Washington and Lee. Your star gets her 3rd foul, she goes out, but Malik, your other scorer, steps up and does exactly what you expect a leader to do on your team, which is to pick up that load. But then Shenandoah got what they wanted.
Back inside the Salem Civic Center as we get ready for the second half of our ODAC Women's Basketball Championship game. The top seed Washington and Lee on top of the number 2 seed Shenandoah, 43-31, alongside Richie Wagoner. I'm Jeremy Franklin. Big second quarter for the Generals. Hanna Malik caught fire, knocked down 5 3-pointers, scored a total of 18 points in the period. Debbie Dahl shot 10 of 14.
Top of the key. She just owned the top of the key, whether it was straight on, whether it was coming from a flare screen, whatever it was. She did a fantastic job.
Malik with 20 points. 7 rebounds. Sliced inside to Slicner. Away to Malik, who's working against Christofiak. Now McGinnis, corner 3 on the way, and good.
Yeah, and that's huge. When you've got 3 guards out there that can space the floor and balance and shoot the 3-pointer the way Washington Lee has, it just makes them so tough to defend because they stretch you out so much.
And Green each with 18 today. McGinnis back out there, so too Hanna Malik. Malik, after those 18 second quarter points, shut out so far in the second half. Until that point, the runner off the top of the backboard with a shot clock down to 2.
Nice job right there. Should have been a turnover. Shenandoah had their hands on the ball, weren't able to secure that loose ball and get out in transition, and Malik made them pay.
Another big answer by the Generals, and then Actor with the block.
It's still going to be a catch and shoot. I wouldn't guard anybody in the post. I'd just park everybody outside the 3-point line now and not get caught on any screens.
McGinnis is the inbounder. Slicner, another look at 3. It's good at the buzzer to force overtime.
Yeah. That was huge. That was huge. They're going to have to take a look at it just to make sure and see. They're going to have to take a look and make sure and see. But you could see that play coming all the way. Somebody had to step out and see that. There should have been no way that Slicner was able to make that move and get open like that.
The ODAC Player of the Year comes up with a massive hit. You can see the officials looking at the monitor down below us. We're going to pull up the video on our end and see if we can take a look here. She got that off just in time. I think with about 0.1 seconds left, this should count.
And that's where it was huge. When you put that much, you put that 0.7 seconds back on the clock, that gave it a chance. But I just really can't understand. As good a defensive team as Shenandoah is, that was a total breakdown right there. You saw what was coming. They had the 3 people at the high post. They were all going to set a screen. They slid Slicner through. All one of the guards had to do was step out there because a 2-pointer doesn't beat you and get somebody in her face. Unfortunately, they didn't, and fortunately for us, we get a little extra basketball.
How about that? The ODAC Player of Time in the ODAC Women's Basketball Championship, courtesy of a buzzer beater from way beyond the arc from the best player in the conference on an inbounds play from the baseline with 0.7 seconds to go. Unreal.
And then they made them another mistake here defensively on the tip. They didn't have anybody back. And they tried to tip the ball backwards. Malik took advantage and got the easy score.
So Washington and Lee with the lead. And Green misses the leaner. The Hornets, at least for the moment, look shell-shocked.
Yeah, right now they are, and it's going to take some time. If you're Washington Lee, I want to get Malik the ball, see if she can bury a 3 right here because you'll have all the momentum. Those hands, make something good happen.
Kimball feeds Smith, back to Christofiak for 3, no good. But an offensive rebound for Williams. However, it appears she must have pushed off to get it, and if that's Williams, that's 5. She is really pleading her case right now, but Emily Williams has fouled out with 3:08 to go, and 2 big weapons lost in short order. The injury to Campbell and now the disqualification for Williams.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there. That was a long rebound, so there wasn't any kind of push-off opportunity. She just turned for the basketball, and because of where she was, the officials felt like she impeded the progress of Slicner going for that loose ball. And then Malik going for that loose ball, and now she goes to the free throw line. That's a tough call. That's a tough one to have to endure.
25 now for Malik. She's the best foul shooter in program history for W&L. Those two go down. It's a 7-point Generals advantage.
Yeah, what you've got to do right here, you've got to score.
W&L has been able to lock in on Green and Kimball without some of the other support on the floor for Shenandoah.
Right now, you got to get a quick steal or a foul and see if they're going to hit free throws.
Not who you want to foul, though, if you're the Hornets, although maybe they don't have enough time to be picky.
Yeah, you don't. Right now, you just have to, and that's why you want to get it in bounds to the person that you know can put this game away for you.
The 35, that's the right number for Schleissner. They only have her with one made three-pointer, and she clearly hit two. There was one earlier in the quarter, not just the buzzer beater, with one earlier in the fourth that she knocked out. If so, that's the third most points ever scored in an ODAC tournament game, and the most in over 20 years. She certainly has set the rebounding record, and Malik doing what she does, automatic at the free throw line. A nice little 29-point compliment to the 35 that Mary Schleissner has poured in. Had the lead, a three-point advantage in the final seconds. Needed a buzzer beater from Schleissner off an inbounds pass with 0.7 of a second to go. And the Generals have repeated as ODAC champions, their third title in program history, an overtime win in the title game here in Salem.
And a great job. Like you said, they never quit. I mean, the game seemingly was completely in control for Shenandoah. Your heart has to go out to Coach Smeltzer-Kraft. She made every right adjustment, every right change when they got down by 16 to get her team back in the game, and not only back in the game, back to a chance to put it away. You miss a free throw, it's a three-point game. They missed the three-pointer. You've got the rebound in your hands, and it slips out of bounds, and then from there, everything goes right for Washington and Lee, and they're your 2024 ODAC champions.
And it is celebration time for Mary Schleissner and the Generals. Another outstanding season for Shenandoah. They should at least be on the table in terms of an at-large bid to the NCAA tournament. Let's see the all-tournament team being announced in front of us. Maddie Kimball, recognized from Shenandoah. I think we know who the other Hornet's going to be after the tournament she's had, getting to 1,000 points in the quarterfinals, and then setting a new career high today. Of course, it is Therese Green. We'll be back for her senior season next year. But you go back to the W&L side, Hanna Malik helped them build the big lead in the second quarter with those 5 threes and 18 points in the period, getting named to the all-tournament team. She finishes with 28 points and 7 rebounds. Quinn McGinnis, who set the career high with 19 against Randolph, another good game against Bridgewater in the semis, and battled through some foul trouble today. But no doubt here as to who the MOP is for the second straight year. When you have 35 points and 29 rebounds in the championship game, you know who is going to win that award. It's Mary Schleissner.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, not only is she the best player in this conference, she's one of the better players in the country. I mean, if she's not an All-American, it'll be a shame because she's had such a tremendous season. She's such a tough matchup. And once they got back in the game, and once they got into that overtime period, it was Schleissner and it was Malik from the free throw line. Schleissner in the post and the rebounding, Malik at the free throw line. They put the game away. Those were the two that got them here. Those were the two that finished it off. And kudos to those guys for winning this championship.
Improbable just the way the final
seconds it does. So everything that could go wrong for the Hornets in the last 15 seconds of the game went wrong for them. And it was a shame because the other 39 minutes, they made all the right moves. Yes, they were in a big hole, but they made all the right moves. They never quit. They scratched. They clawed. They got back, and they had it in their grasp, and it slipped away.
Generals are the first back-to-back ODAC women's basketball champions in over a decade. Stephanie Flamini, who they beat on the Bridgewater side in the semis, won 2 straight with Guilford in 2012 and 2013. Well, partner, we've done this for 17 years. Haven't gotten sick of each other somehow. Always enjoy calling the games with you.
This is heralded as some others, and then you see stars that are stars become legends here on this court.
Stick around on the ODAC Sports Network. We'll let you watch the celebration and a chance for the Generals to cut down the nets for the second straight season. But we will sign off for our producer, Chris Arnold.